Hey, this is Don Kryptonium, and today is the day when I'm giving you some of the beautiful informations on Levana protocol. Some informations on the upcoming airdrop, but what's more, informations on money-making strategies. Although this is not financial advice, I guess I'm supposed to say that, but I'm going to show you some opportunities, some arbitrage opportunities, some yield opportunities within Levana that you might have been not aware. Before we start, make sure this video is liked, this video is loved, and that this video is shared. Once again, I'm Don Kryptonium, the greatest influencer that ever walked on this planet. And now let's start. So you might be aware that first thing, airdrop is coming. Okay, Levana plans to launch its token. How to qualify for the airdrop? So I spoke with Jonathan, and they had the Levana Dragons users back in Terra. So portion of that airdrop will go to them. But what about other users of the airdrop? I know they had the form you can apply, but the easiest way to get the airdrop is to actually participate within Levana protocol. It's to use protocol, it's to trade, and it's to provide liquidity, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do this and how to do this safely. So how to do this without maybe losing the money, how to choose arbitrage opportunities that are out there, okay? So first of all, you have the tab earn, and I'm going to break it down, some of the strategies I'm using. You know, you can choose two things. You can provide liquidity with the native asset. So for example, if you want Bitcoin pool, you provide Bitcoin to that pool. You can also provide liquidity to futures, which is DYDX, Link, as I'm seeing, it's DOT, it's Rune, which I'm doing. I'm doing those strategies, okay? So I'm using the test wallet, so I have no strategies here. But one of my favorite is DYDX. There is also PIF right now trading. So let me find the one that I want. I'm going to scroll down. So DYDX, you can see $40,000 provided to LP supply. And this is what I'm doing. You need to understand there is sometimes you might lose money, so understanding the dangers is important. So there is two ways you are making money as you provide liquidity. When you go to the stats, you can see that realized trading profit on this platform is negative $200,000. It goes to liquidity providers, okay? So your position, you providing liquidity in that pools is essentially trading against traders. So if majority of people is long in DYDX, you providing liquidity, you are betting on the market going down. So as long as they are winning, your position here might be decreasing, okay? So if you provided liquidity and you held it for 1 week and the market was going up and majority of the people were longing, you will lose money. Temporary. You know, you can expect probably it's gonna change over a longer period of time once the market becomes more volatile, once the market goes sideways, and so on. The other type of the fees you are making, the other type of money you are making is actual fees, the platform fees. So when people trade, when they open positions, when they hold the position, they pay fees to the platform. And you can see that only the fees on here on unlocked position is 95%. So you would nearly double your position if the fees stay around the same range. If you lock your position for 45 days, you make even more. So there is potential for making more if you bet on people losing, and also if you bet on the trading volume being very high. So you providing that liquidity, that's one of the safest option here. You might qualify for airdrop, and you might also earn the yield from the traders and from the fees on the platform. You can also provide the native token, obviously, which is Atom, Bitcoin, and many others. There is actually more of the native assets. So now let's go to trading. how the trading works. So I opened this new position, which is real yield Ethereum. Real yield Ethereum is coming from Sommelier Finance. So real yield outperforms the real Ethereum, right? So it will do better than Ethereum. So if you trade, maybe it makes more sense to do that. If you open long position, so if you put collateral in real yield Ethereum, that's the native pair, you will pay 90% for whole year if you hold position. Obviously, this will be very little if you hold it for just a few days. If you think that real yield will goes down in value, you will be paid over 1000% to hold your position. So imagine the real yield stays flat for 1 year, but this value that shorts are being paid 1000% stays over here. You would make a lot of money over that year. So you always need to pay attention to the funding rates. But from my own experience, going against longs is very risky. So that might look very promising, but you need to manage your positions to actually make sure you're not gambling your money away. So that's crazy ratio over here. We have some different ratios and I'm going to show you them. So let's see, for example, DYDX. So DYDX, you can see the shorts pay 100%. If you long position, you 57%. If you want to increase your trading volume, you can open 2 positions. It's also worth to look into other platforms and see what are the funding rates on the other platforms there, okay? So what I'm going to do, let's say, okay, this is Rune. We can check DYDX. We also have Rune. So when you look at DYDX, the funding rate to long DYDX is 10%, while on Levana is 57%. You could long DYDX on hyperliquid as long as you check that funding rates, because they change every hour. And if you would short it on Levana, you would be net positive in making money. So I hope that's understanding. There is a lot of nuances coming to this, but you can also find the arbitrage opportunities within Levana platform itself. So for example, I was just looking on the SEI, which is native pair. So when you look at the SEI, if you short SEI, you would be paid 480% APR if you open that position. If you open long, that's 90%, okay? But what if we're gonna change the network to SEI? And let's see what the funding rates are on SEI. But you need to always check if there is liquidity for SEI pair. There is actually not that much liquidity. So if you check it, it's actually enough if you open small position. And look what's happening here. If you open long, you're being paid 3% APR. On Osmosis, if we change the network, okay, you remember that. On Osmosis, if we change the network, you are being paid 480% if you short it. You can open short on SEI on Osmosis. You can open long on SEI on the SEI network, and you earning money. So you always have to pay attention to those things. And I hope that's actually helpful what we are doing here now. And that's how you can earn. You can also earn by opening position, and you can earn by providing liquidity, trading against the positions that are available in the platform. So what's really great about Levana, it can be deployed into multiple networks within Cosmos. So we have SEI, we have Injective, we have Osmosis. Probably soon we will have Neutron and more on. As we have more of these networks, there will be more of this arbitrage of opportunity and different funding rates depending on the platform. And those who are savvy, who are looking into these things, will be able to make a lot of money and profit from those different opportunities, different funding rates in those different platforms. So how you do it, I showed it before, when I connect the network, but I'm going to show you just to finish so you can understand how it works. So we could do DYDX, right? DYDX or Rune. Rune have like crazy funding rates. Also short would be 300%. So if you choose to long, you can see I have collateral here. I could use $50 if I have for collateral. I choose the leverage. Of course, if you choose less leverage, then you are more resistant to the volatility of the market. So the current price is 5.36. Okay, so if I long it and the price go down, my position will get liquidated at 4.3, and that losses from that position, of course, that they go to people who provide liquidity and so on. If I short it, it's opposite. Okay, so you can see I get liquidated here. If I increase the leverage, obviously the liquidation changes and the liquidation is closer to the target. So if your goal is actually profiting from those funding rates, you don't do high leverage, but you are being rather careful and you monitor these different funding rates. So I do hope this video was educational, and I know it was, because this is no other than Don Kryptonium. Till the next time.